CBS is shaking things up with evening news, new anchors, new location, and a new approach. Why? Because they know the writing's on the wall. Traditional TV news is dying a slow, painful death. And it's not because people stop caring about the news, it's because we're getting it faster and better elsewhere. But here's the twist. This doesn't have to be the end of the story for traditional media. If CBS plays their cards right, this change could actually save them. The question is, will they adapt fast enough, or are they just rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic? Let's get something straight. Social media didn't kill TV news overnight. This has been a slow decline, like a sitcom that's run 3 seasons too long. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, they've all turned news into bite-sized, personalized, 24/7 buffet. Why sit through a 30-minute broadcast when you can scroll through everything you need to know while waiting for your Starbucks order? Platforms like TikTok don't just deliver news, they make it fun. You get a breaking news story, then you see someone reacting to it, then someone else breaking it down with facts or sarcasm. It's engaging, it's fast, and most importantly, it feels real. That's what CBS and the rest of traditional media are up against, a generation that doesn't want to be talked at. They want to be part of the conversation. Traditional news didn't help itself either. Over the years, it's become predictable. The same scripts, the same tones, the same breaking news banners that pop up for stories that broke 6 hours ago. People got bored, and when TikTok came along and said, here's the news, but make it funny, shocking, and relatable, audiences jumped ship. Problem isn't that TV news is irrelevant, it's that it's slow. In an age of instant updates, they're the tortoise to TikTok's hyperspeed air, and unless they embrace that reality, they're doomed. Now, to give CBS some credit, this new format could be the start of something good. They're saying, we want to focus on live, in-depth storytelling, and you know what? That's smart. Imagine if CBS used this new format to give us the stories behind the stories. Not just the what of the news, but the why and the how. Social media can spark conversation, but TV news could lead it. They could be the ones setting the agenda, giving us context that TikTok creators can then build on. If CBS leans into their strengths, expertise, and trust, they could carve out a niche that social media can't touch. But that means taking risks. It means breaking away from the polished corporate tone that turns people off and embracing something more authentic. The biggest hurdle for CBS isn't content, it's attention. We live in a world where everything's fighting for the same eyeballs, and TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram are winning because they understand the rules of the game. It's not about being the most professional, it's about being the most engaging. CBS has to figure out how to compete in that environment without losing their identity. People under 40 aren't sitting down at 6:30 p.m. to watch the news. That's not how we consume content anymore. CBS has to meet people where they are, on their phones, their tablets, and their streaming platforms. Otherwise, this whole revamp is just putting a fresh coat of paint on a house no one's visiting. Traditional news and social media don't have to be enemies. In fact, they work best when they work together. Imagine if CBS leaned into that dynamic, using their broadcast to start conversations and their social media to keep them going. If CBS really wants to survive, they need to think beyond broadcast. It's not about replacing the old format, it's about expanding it. The goal shouldn't be to beat social media, it should be to become part of it. In the end, CBS's revamp is a step in the right direction, but it's just that, a step. Chew on that.